DMV all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, ayy.
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, ayy.
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Drake. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sunny, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me up Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIA, DMV all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
California, cause there's no place like California.
Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every...
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They come out here in the eye, and he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Shift together here from the D-line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. This is Tolbert, the fullback. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on first down, and that is incomplete here. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers looking for his running back, and he's got him. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rodgers again now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The one running back is Gurley. And they'll give it to him here. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second and just 1. Again they run with Gurley. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's Gurley. And some room to work. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll dump it off to Procise. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. And the wideout in motion. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Ravens taking the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. And how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Third down and 12. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down, Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks and then they move out and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their big tight end from 13 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, but not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got an open man, Clark. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And on third down, Dallas Clark, he's a bread and butter guy, and he shows you why there.
I've always liked bread and butter. Always.
Who doesn't like
bread and butter? That's why I love that
description.
description. I love that description, though, because that's what you want to go to, right? Something that feels good, makes plays for you. Dallas Clark did that all the time. Didn't matter the situation.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now it's Rodgers, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is caught, pulled in by Clark. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. He's got time. Looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Rodgers now on first down. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. That is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. That's it for the first half. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Rodgers. Wide open. That's Clark. They lost him. Yep. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Demarius. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 35 that time. And the Ravens are going to have a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Rodgers now to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now first and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. So now it's first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of these guys just to make the big play and disrupt things.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. On second down, here's Rodgers. This is Clark. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Dallas Clark from 19 yards away. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. So they're going to go for two. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone to give them a 2-point lead. Could have been up one with a point after, but they go for two. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up one or two, a field goal can still get you.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Cooper, the man in motion right. The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Complete. He finds Bray. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
58!
Now this time Rodgers will throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Welcome back live to Orlando. Well, the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on and Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The one running back is Gurley. He's going to get the football. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Yards to go on 3rd. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 49 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And Denver getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes. Because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do. And if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
On first down, Prosise. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Rodgers. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And he motions the wide receiver.
26.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And his throw here is incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And it's third down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Rodgers to throw. Going up top. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.